Who, me?
No.
Oh,
Me?
Yeah.
Oh shit! Don't start that today. Damn. We ain't had one of those in a minute, and between now to the lights going out on me.
Right.
oh yeah,
Go
that
East
shit
Center is
was
gonna be
that shit
shit.
was classic.
Oh shit, man.
Man, that shit
Damn.
was classic.
Oh, we're recording. We're live. Hi guys.
What's up?
What up?
What
What
up?
up?
You have never seen podcast. I am Destiny, and you can find me on Instagrizzy at yes I'm Des. Yeah, that's pretty much all I be on. I be on Twitter sometimes, but Instagram.
I'm B Quarter. Find me at B Quarter Beats on any and everything.
B-Bell, as always, B-Bell84_ on Instagram.
We starting off.
Hey B, I seen you do your commercial thing.
Hey, matter of fact, let's clear that up while we here on
Niggas want them
podcast.
shoes
Let's
real bad.
clear this up, all right? Because somebody hit me up today and was like, "You about to start your own podcast? What's up with that?" I did that video for some tennis shoes. Let's be clear.
Oh, I said, I'm like, I know this nigga passionate about the cause, but I said, oh, this nigga putting an extra foot forward.
No, man. I put an extra foot forward to get these fours that's going to keep
Damn
coming out.
shoes.
Yeah, that's what that was about. Yeah,
I'm like, maybe the school district or something put you up to this.
No, ain't nobody. The shoes put me up to it. Yeah, the shoes put me up to it. I knew y'all saw that and was like, damn, what the hell is this nigga up to? Yeah. I mean, it was from the heart though. You know what I'm saying? It was definitely, shit I deal with every day that a lot of people, if you ain't in the education system, you wouldn't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was for a pair of tennis shoes. Hopefully a nigga be able to get them so he ain't got to go through the hassle of the rigmarole on the actual general release day. But yeah.
Oh, speaking of shoes, I actually just got some shoes in the mail today.
I did too.
I hit for some ducks on Friday, so they got delivered.
Not no panda dunks, I hope.
Fuck no. I have pandas, but I've been had them pandas, but
Yeah.
no. Them I don't even know they some SBs, but they're blue.
Oh, I know what you're talking about is like two
Clear bottom.
shades of blue.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Them came in the mail. And my Telfar bag came today.
Oh shit,
Okay.
check you out.
And they was late with the delivery, so they gave me $100 credit for
Mm,
the whole bag.
that's what's up. I wish Nike would do that shit. Nike ain't giving them
Man,
nothing.
Nike
I
about
will
to piss
say
me off.
I hit on a pair of low top ones and they was late. It took them forever to ship the shit out, and they did like 1 day delivery. That's kind of that's kind of rare from Nike to be able to throw a 1 day delivery at your ass. So I couldn't sneak those in the house. But hey, I'm here, I'm breathing, I'm living to see another day.
Them damn them Chicago's, it's gonna be
Did your boyfriend get access?
hell no, he didn't get no damn. So they was only giving exclusive access supposedly to people who have lost at least 20.
Oh, it was 20?
20, but you had to have lost 20 on Snickers app 21s, not just 20.
Yeah, it had to be
21. I'm like, you niggas ain't even dropped 21s this year. What the fuck? We talking about 4-5 years ago. Hell.
Yeah, there's no way. Like I was telling my boy the other day, I'm like, nigga, I got over 20 pair of ones, but I was buying ones when they wasn't cool to buy. So when everybody got hip to it, it was just kind of like, shit, I'm off to something else. You know what I'm saying? Because you niggas gonna run them into the ground.
I hit on dunks all the time, but I mean, like, I don't even be up, like, entering the shit for all the damn ones. But neither here nor there. And they changed it to a draw. I'm pretty shitty about that.
Yeah, I seen that. So hopefully I'm gonna be trying to get in every raffle I can get in here in Atlanta, and hopefully the Nike store has a sneaker pass. So yeah. Brandon looking lost and shit, but you know, niggas get lost in this sneaker shit real quick, man.
Real fast.
I'm like, all
Sorry.
right, niggas.
Sorry. We'll move on. Let's move on.
I mean, I do got a story though, man.
Come on with the story.
We went on and did early voting a few days ago here in Atlanta. Atlanta's different. Atlanta's different on every end of just blackness. So I go sit down, get a lady my ID. She typing it in and shit. And she is like, I'm just glad y'all black people coming out here so y'all can vote this coon ass Herschel up out of here. We can't have him in here. And I'm like,
you can't be working in here
saying that while working, but you know what? Yeah, that's why I am here. I am here for that. So we don't get Herschel here, but ma'am, you can't say that to me. You can't. So yeah. So that's my story. You know, I went and saw, y'all seen the video, I seen my favorite singer in the world, Rashawn Patterson.
Oh, yeah, man. How was that? Cause I know that was your wedding song.
Yeah, man, that shit was cool, man. You know, that's my third time seeing him. So you know, I can actually say every show I've seen him hasn't been the same. And then to see him after the show and talk to him, shit, very humble guy. You know what I'm saying? So it was cool. Had him sign a CD and shit. Don't know where I'm gonna play it, but I got a CD signed by him.
Souvenir.
Yeah. So it was cool. It was cool.
Destiny, you got any
you get them drunk ass neighbors to go vote?
Please. Probably don't even know what the fuck day it is. Hell no. One of my stepkids, he just the youngest one, for whatever reason, he always just takes really long showers. This nigga took a shower so long that the water started leaking out of my ceiling.
How old is he?
Downstairs.
How old is he?
He's 9.
Sure he ain't in there.
No, I'm not sure. I'm not sure of anything anymore. But yeah, luckily I was in the kitchen and I was doing something and I kept hearing a noise. I thought it was that fucking mouse is back, by the way. I thought it was a damn mouse. And then I'm like, what the fuck is that? And the light was off in my living room. So I'm literally just standing there trying to be still because I'm like, it's just a dripping. It's like it's not a constant. So I'm thinking the mouse is like moving randomly. So I'm like trying to be still. I'm like, wait a minute. What the fuck is it? So I turn the light on, nigga. It's fucking water dripping from the damn ceiling. He been in there so long. So I tell his daddy, I'm like, the water is leaking. Tristan in the shower. He like runs, damn near falls up the stairs because he thinking this boy done drown or something. Like it's just water spilling everywhere. Like that's the first thing you think is water dripping out the ceiling. The damn shower must be overflowing. He got the damn door locked, of course.
Oh
like,
man,
what are you doing? I'm drying off. What the fuck? Why is there water dripping out the damn ceiling? So like the faucet that comes out the wall, the shit wasn't installed properly, basically. And there's a gap, a big ass gap between the faucet and the wall itself. There's a hole in the wall. So he took a shower long enough for water to like just a whole bunch of water to fucking go in there. Because as soon as we turned the water off, you know, it stopped. So it hasn't dripped. Nothing has happened since that day. So I'm just like, I really hope I don't have to like call a plumber because I just don't have time for
that.
It's all right, man. He approaching that age.
At least he washing his ass.
Yeah, exactly. He approaching that age, or you know, it's probably his private time. I mean, more private than we thinking.
Oh Lord,
a little more than a shower,
man.
But
well,
at least he clean.
That was my what the fuck moment for the weekend for sure. So speaking of what the fuck moments, if it ain't Kanye, it's somebody else, and I want to know what y'all think about this Kyrie situation, and there's so many layers. There's so much.
Yeah.
But I watched a interview that Nick Cannon did with some other podcaster or a Jewish man or whatever, and he made some really good points. But I mean, so did the other party as well. So I'm kind of like on the fence about the whole thing. I also like these conspiracy theories about like LeBron being an Illuminati, and I'm like, y'all just
I ain't seen
Yeah,
that
I
one.
seen that.
saw that.
I
Yeah,
had
I
to
ain't
mute
seen
somebody.
the Illuminati.
Yeah, I gave a nigga a hot 30 on Facebook when they threw that shit up, man. Gave him a hot 30, snoozed him like, dog, this is just getting ridiculous, man. And and I know we ain't really just went on and hosted the topic, but I just think in regards of just us, I think we can't come together like we should, because it's so many sides of the same coin, if that makes any sense.
Man, niggas be wanting to battle each
Yeah,
other.
you know what I'm
We
saying?
want to argue. We want to argue too much to get on the same page.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, we all can't be going for the same damn thing, and everybody got their own route to getting there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's the thing that you don't see with other races. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't see that with whites, you don't see that with the Jews, you know what I'm saying? You don't see that with Hispanics, you know what I'm saying? Like, when they're all together on something, they're all together. Us, on the other hand, it's like we all want the same thing, but yet we're all over the place. You know what I'm saying? And then that goes with the misinformation. And then when information is being presented and it's right, we still want to stand on that hill and die on that motherfucker.
Die on it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the frustrating part. Like, it's exhausting. It's like to the point to where it's like, you don't even want to talk to nobody about the shit, because you just don't know what bag somebody gonna come out of, and then you just constantly reiterating the same shit, and it's
Yeah.
just like it's not getting to them at all.
Yeah, I usually stay away from these topics on social media. I just don't say nothing at all,
Mm-hmm.
because it really, no matter what side of the coin you choose, it really does nobody no good with just going back and forth with somebody else on social media.
Yeah,
Like, there's no winner of it all. Ain't nothing soft. I mean, but just two niggas wasting time that ain't
yeah,
contribute shit to society or a solution to shit.
right. It's never just, you know what, you right, or just, I've yet to hear somebody say, "Let me go look at the other side. Let me try to get in contact with somebody from the other side and find understanding and clarity." You know what I'm saying? It's just this whole one-sided thing, instead of it just being like, yo, we need to go look for ourselves, instead of it being like y'all looking at people looking at
Yeah,
these videos of these fly-by-night motherfuckers that think they know everything. Like, it's so easy to just go find somebody that shares the same idea as you, and
Mhm.
instead of like really just trying to go deal with somebody that may challenge what you're saying and find clarity in the mix of it. Like, that's the thing I think a lot of
yeah,
people are missing, just finding understanding. And that's
yeah,
frustrating. Like you said, B, you can look at niggas threads and it's 100 fucking comments, and these niggas are just going at it. Like,
yeah,
it's exhausting reading the shit. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So
I will say this about the situation is, I feel like we're in an era where everybody like searching for answers. Like, you know what I'm saying? Information has never been this accessible, whether that's correct information or the wrong information. Everything is fucking accessible. So everybody is throwing out, you know what I'm saying, all these different like opinions and all of this shit, and claiming that, okay, this is a fact, this is a fact. And everybody just confused and shit. Motherfuckers don't know what's kind of, you know what I'm saying, what's what. And so with the situation, and I mean that even goes for I mean Kyrie as well. This is how I feel about the situation. Like, I feel like it's a little, I mean, it's harsh to me about what they're trying to make him do. But like I said, like, we in a time where motherfuckers is expressing their opinions, their thoughts, they sharing, you know what I'm saying, sharing shit or whatever the case is. And I think it's a time where people just need to be, you know what I'm saying, educated on whatever side you stand on. I ain't saying which you should, but motherfuckers need to be just educated because everybody is, you know what I'm saying, searching for the answers. And I feel like that's why his penalties is harsh. Like I feel it's stupid and like it's way like too much like for him to do. And I mean, I know people talking about. I've seen a post talking about other stuff that he's done. You know what I'm saying in the past or whatever the case is. But judging off this particular thing, it's like, man, come on now. Like I feel like it's a bit extreme.
What in regards to the list of things NBA
Yeah,
has?
yeah, yeah. The
Yeah,
list of
I kind of feel like that's a lot. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, like
Even in the midst of it all, like I said, it just goes back to finding understanding.
yeah,
You know,
yeah. I feel like it's a lot, and okay, if he did something wrong, like um, I mean, there's a way we can go about educating. I feel like in educating the masses without, you know what I'm saying, basically coming up with some whole impossible shit. Like now you gotta go speak to the boss and like, man, what? Like
yeah,
and I would further understand it if because to my understanding, and y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, he just posted like a link to it or something. He didn't even write like a
yeah.
comment or like feel one way or the other with
Right.
it. Now,
I
if he
think
would have, I feel like he would have positioned himself a little bit differently had he like wrote something along with it, like I feel this way or that way.
yeah.
However, I feel like it's sharing. I mean, he did it as sharing information like everybody else. I feel like he did anyway.
Yeah. But I think the thing where he went wrong was doubling down on how you feel about shit. About
Yeah,
the whole like, well, I'm just sharing it and that's it, but not knowing you have a platform to where you got over millions of people following you. You this big basketball figure, people love you, you know what I'm saying, for what you do, they're gonna follow you. So it's like you just have, I mean, that's just like us. We're content creators. We have to be mindful of the things we post. You know what I'm saying? Like if you have your thing in regards to what you want to post, then you need to be able to find somewhere to be able to post it, and it's just going to these group of people that understand it. But when you're sharing things that's wrong with in regards of misinformation, then it's an issue. You know what I'm saying? Especially, like I said, him doubling down on the situation, meaning like, well, I just shared it. It's no big deal. No, it is a big deal because of the fact of the following that you have. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's just like I remember someone on the radio last week was saying like how when they asked Trump about being a racist and he just circled around not saying if he was a racist or not. That's a problem. You know what I'm saying? Like you not being able to say yes or no and just standing up on this hill and just doubling down on this shit, knowing all you can say is like, yo, I was wrong, yada yada yada, and keep it moving. That's why I think things got made a turn for the worse in regards of him.
I
yeah,
think that the timing of this share was absolutely horrible because he shared it in the midst of Kanye and his anti-Semitic
Yeah,
shitstorm. So he just kind of like fueled the fire of that whole messaging piece. So at that point, it was more of a thing where if you're gonna get on Kanye, now you have to get on Kyrie because they're doing this, they're pushing the same message at the same time.
yeah.
So he kind of put himself in the crosshairs. I feel like if he didn't share that at that time, it wouldn't be as big of a deal. One, two, if you are gonna share something, at least have watched it and have an opinion on it. Whether like you have to have a reason for sharing. You can't just share shit and just be like, "Oh well, I just shared it. I don't know what's in it."
I
That's
mean, even Facebook, not to cut you off, Destiny. Like if you share article and you know about the shit, and you be like, you know what, I'm just going to share it. They ask you like, well, do you sure you want to share this, even though you haven't
I'm
read
glad they
it?
started doing that because niggas is on Facebook sharing shit from
ages
2008,
ago.
trying to act like it's relevant today.
Spam shit.
Right.
Yeah. People do not fact check at all. So the fact that you have a platform and you just sharing shit all willy-nilly, I don't know if he watched it or not because he hasn't given his opinion about it. Right now, as it stands, it just seems like he shared a link. He don't know what the fuck is in that movie. And that's a problem. You can't just be out here sharing shit because what if that link was some fucking child porn? What, like, you gotta think better about the platform I mean, that's just for any person, but especially a person who has millions of followers, because people pay you to share links. That's how big your influence is. People will pay you to share a fucking link to their website with no caption, no picture, no nothing, because they know people are going to click on it. So, and you know that. You know you have that kind of influence. So for you to share something and not be educated about what's in it, and if he has watched it and he does agree with what it says, then fucking, I mean, stand on it. If you going to share it, stand on it. Stand behind it then. I would rather him have shared it and said, yes, I believe the things that are being said in this movie. I would have respected him more. But it's like he throwing a rock and hiding his hand. Like, nigga, you did it. So either stand in it or say, I'm sorry I shared it. I didn't know what the fuck was in it. My bad, or whatever. And then a third thing is like, what if the link that he shared was that Candace Owens documentary? We would be hot. We would be shitty that Kyrie would share something so inflammatory, so untrue, so this, so that. But because it's this whole, Black people I feel like we're always in search of an identity that we just grasp at fucking straws. And we just, whatever sounds great, whatever sounds magnificent, like we want to identify with that. And it's a lot of the shit is not based in truth. Or some of it, part of it is based in truth, and other parts of it is not. And it's just like we pick and choose when it benefits us what we want to be mad about. Because as quick as he would have shared that fucking Candace Owens documentary,
niggas would have been burning Kyrie's.
Right. We would have canceled him. So you can't be mad at the Jewish community for being mad at Kyrie for sharing this shit just because you feel like, oh, well, he's just wanting us to learn about our history. But within that learning, you're also saying that Holocaust was a hoax and that the Jews fucking came up with that. Like, so yes, they're going to be fucking offended.
Yeah, I just think I'm not saying
I do think that the punishment is a lot. I do feel like 6 things is a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah, but, them like not even 6 little things. Like this is like what the fuck?
I mean,
that's
it's
a
just
Call of Duty mission, nigga.
Yeah, you gotta go meet the boss at the end. Like,
but I mean, then again, nigga, you walk in the middle of the street, you can't get mad if you get run over by 10 cars as opposed to 1. Like,
my thing is,
don't put yourself in situations where a motherfucker can shoot you multiple times. Like,
my thing is,
stay out the way, you won't get shot.
Would have shared something like this that was in reverse, right? And it was pointed at us.
Mm-hmm.
Would there be the same outrage?
I think
and it was misinformation about
outrage from who? From the NBA?
Well, yeah, sure. I
would say probably not. But who are we mad at then? Like, are we mad at the punishment that he's getting, or are we mad at him for doing it? You see what I mean? Because if the tables were, if it was equal, if we were living in a time where we felt like if that was about Black people, the NBA would have punished him similarly, then would we be mad at Kyrie for doing it? So what are we
I
really
mean,
mad
I'm
at? Are we mad at
saying
Kyrie? Or are
not
we
if
mad
wait,
at the
wait, wait.
NBA
Not
for
if
not punishing
Kyrie,
him similarly?
yeah, not if Kyrie,
I'm
did
not
it
saying, I'm just using
towards
Kyrie
black
as an
people,
example,
but
but I get what you're saying. Like the NBA doesn't have that same energy for black people, but I also feel like, are we mad at the NBA for the punishment that he got, or are we mad at him for sharing it? Because if the NBA would have had the same reaction to anybody sharing some shit like that about black people, then what are we really mad about?
I think it's a multitude of things. I think it's yeah, I definitely think it's multiple, like we said in the beginning, it's multiple layers to it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And even like how is like this able, if this information is so like whatever, it's not factual information, how is this able to be stand on Amazon being
Plenty of shit on it. I mean, because it's
streamed
Amazon is
like
just an
this?
information marketplace. Amazon
No, I
doesn't
get
promise you
that.
that the things that are there is true or not.
And if the NBA is in business with Amazon or in bed with Amazon, this is their platform, like that y'all sharing this misinformation on. So I just think it's multiple like layers and multiple like
I think
ways to kind of look
it's
at it.
it becomes a slippery slope though, because if the NBA can tell Amazon to take that down because of this situation, like then it turns into other scenarios. It turns into, okay, well, what about that book, or what about that
Hey,
author?
well, if that's what got to be done, then
Then that
that's
comes in the
it.
question of freedom
But
of speech.
that Amazon ain't doing
Exactly.
it. Hmm,
Exactly.
not well. I think people misuse freedom. Freedom of speech means the government can't sue you. That's it.
Okay.
It don't mean nothing more than that. So yes, you have the right to say what you're going to say, and the government cannot sue you.
Yeah.
But businesses and corporations and people can punish you as they see fit. That they are not the government.
Okay.
That is the only thing that like you are protected by with free speech. So, I feel like people don't understand that part. Like free speech is like it ain't nothing but a legal code. Like the government themselves cannot sue you. I can sue you. A corporation can sue you because we are not the government. But I feel like it's a slippery slope if Amazon, were to take that down, because at the end of the day, there's a lot of other things that are found on Amazon that
Well,
are along the same lines and written
yeah.
by people who have the right to write these things and put them on the platform, because at no point does Amazon say, in order to sell on Amazon, these things have to be true, or these things have to be liked, or that's it's not a rule. So you can't backtrack. You can't take my shit because somebody doesn't like what he said.
Right.
Like they're not gonna do that.
Oh
And
yeah,
they
niggas be
legally they
lying.
probably can't.
Yeah, niggas be lying that said, I mean, I don't know if it's true or if it's not true. I'm just saying niggas be lying, but they said the NBA and the Nets or something wrote a letter to Amazon or something
I ain't
about it.
know nothing
I
about
don't
that.
know, but again, I said niggas be lying,
Yeah.
so not saying that's neither true nor false, and I ain't had time to research it. So
I think one point you brought up, B, about if the tables was turned, how would things be with us? I think it goes back to what we was talking about last week in regards of our voice, making our voice heard as one. You know what I'm saying? I'll give you this example. Probably about shit, what was that, 10 years ago? Probably a little longer than that. But Tim Hardaway, he was doing a radio interview, and it was at the time, I think, a player by the name of John Amici had came out being gay. He played for the Orlando Magic. And they was asking Tim Hardaway how he felt about the shit. And this motherfucker came out and said, I hate gay people. And
man, what
them
the
motherfuckers,
hell?
the NBA got rid of his ass so fast. And he's just now, in the past probably 4 or 5 years, just now coming around. You see him on TV and everything. And then his son plays in the league. But they got rid of his ass because they know the LBGT
Yeah,
plus was
yeah,
coming after. They was gonna come after him. So it's like you have to think about when these groups mobilize, and there's one voice, and that's not our thing with us. Like I said, it's so many sides to just one coin, and it has to stop somewhere in regards of us being heard, us being respected. You know?
yeah. I mean, regardless of what anybody's thoughts or opinions is, like we keep saying, I would just love for to see us like uh just come together more and
Yeah,
just stand for something. Shit, like something more than Facebook posts or just going back and forth with somebody online. Then you go to sleep tomorrow when whatever the fuck you said, you standing on something different. So I would just like to see us, you know what I'm saying, stand up and really make, real noise, man. Cause it's like tomorrow, man, it could be somebody, baby mama and baby daddy arguing, and that's
yeah,
gonna overshadow whatever the hot topic that this is now. So I would love for us to just see us stand on, stand on something and really utilize, the power that we could have.
yeah. Because we got it. We spoke about it, a while ago about how we control the culture. We
Yeah,
move the needle on anything that's cool, anything. You know what I'm
anything.
saying? Everything is inspired by us, but we're not being able to. We're not utilizing what we put into and what we
Yeah,
put to make
so
things being cool.
it's more so like these topics come up and okay, if it's coming up against, blacks and black culture or whatever, it's like we at war with each other instead of
Instead of
the
them.
opposing side.
Yeah,
We arguing with each other about it, which each other, we can't do nothing with each other, just arguing at each other. We need to
yeah,
be addressing the other side, like if we got the issue. So we just arguing with each other.
Hmm.
yeah.
B, do you plan on going to Takeoff's funeral on Friday?
Oh yeah,
Nah, I don't.
Mm. Heard Justin Bieber's performing.
I did see
Really?
that.
Okay.
Yes.
No,
I did see Justin Bieber is performing.
it's still sad, man. It's sad, and then it's like you hear all these goddamn YouTube detectives
Oh
and
God,
people
I
on
know.
Clubhouse. It's
Oh my God! Listen.
it's exhausting, man. It's just kind of like it's already enough. This man did not deserve his
Yeah,
life to be taken away. And then for y'all to just all chime in, and this person did this, and this person was on a car chase the other day, and that person ended up getting killed. So they trying to cover it up. It's just like just let things take a course. Hopefully, Houston PD do what they need to do to bring this person or persons to lock them up and give some peace to this family, man. Like it's exhausting. I'll tell you that, and I can only imagine being in their shoes and what they're going through, right now.
yeah, definitely. Like you said, man, it's all these fucking YouTube vloggers and shit. Like motherfuckers is trying to piece together all the evidence and shit like that. Man, I don't got time to follow all that shit, and I don't want to hear none of that. Like, just let me know when some shit is official.
Exactly.
Yeah, like I don't got time to follow all that shit. But yeah, man, I'm interested in seeing the homegoing service and how everybody come together for that and seeing man, I can't even imagine how Quavo feels. And I know that first post, whenever he make a post,
Man,
whenever that is just gonna go like super
crazy.
like crazy. Like
Yeah.
whatever it is, it's just gonna go crazy.
And
Um,
and the thing that just keeps bothering me is that it's just like the nigga was so good at what he do in regards of rapping. And you see those
mhm.
videos, you hear those records, and it's just like, damn. You know what I'm saying? He ain't even really getting to his second gear in regards of, what he's able to do as an artist, and just this senseless act of violence, man, just keep taking these people away, man. It's just it's fucked up, man. It really is, and I don't know. Like I keep going back to what I'm saying. It's like, hey, how can we mobilize and be one when you got people just doing the shit they doing? You know what I'm saying?
Fair.
You know. So yeah.
Congratulations goes out to whoever won the Powerball, the 1.9 mil bill. I mean,
Boy.
how many mil? It's a million millions in a
Man.
billion. Could you
Listen.
fucking imagine?
I told
Spend
Pam today.
millions?
I told Pam today, man. I said if I ever win some type of money like that, like I'm not even a gambling type, but if I come, I'm getting lost like for a whole year. I'm living in a suitcase. You niggas will see me here and there, something. You know what I'm saying? Nigga might just post a sandwich or something on Instagram. Don't even know where. You know it's somewhere, but you don't know where. But
listen,
man.
Hold on, is that right? Said millions in the billion. It's 1,000 millions in the billion, right? Yeah, because it's 100 millions in 100 million. So times that times 10.
999 million then goes to a billion. Right?
I think, yeah.
999, then the one turns into a billion.
Yeah.
Google it. Somebody Google it. Put it in the comments.
I am, because I'm like, you didn't confuse me.
We was literally just talking about
I'm
that.
doing it right now.
We was at first I said I wouldn't even know where to start.
It's 1,000 millions.
1,000 millions.
Okay. Well, still, that's a lot of millions. Hell,
definitely. But they said what's the payout is? I think it's like after taxes is like 400 and some million.
Damn. Jesus. Take a bite out of crime. Damn.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like 400 and some million that they get. I mean,
still got to pay taxes on it on top of it after a year.
Yeah, so they I guess
they tax you every year. You got that money, huh?
Hey man, it's better than whatever they probably didn't came in the game with.
Man, I'll be like, man, my coworker brought up a good ass thing. He said, you know what? I'll put that money that I need to go to taxes into some type of account and let that shit the interest just grow on it. I said, yeah. I said, dude, man. I said that does make sense, but
man.
I mean, you know what, man?
Man, I start putting that motherfucking money to work. Like we gotta put this shit some over here. Something this shit ain't never run out.
I'll put
we ain't going back.
Work, do some shit back home, some philanthropy shit. You know what I'm saying? Because you ain't gonna be able to take all that money home with you. You know what I'm saying? Put that shit to work, man.
We was talking about like, okay, well, where would we move? I'm like, shit, I don't even know where the fuck I would move to because I ain't moving to California, so they can come rob my ass. Absolutely the fuck not. I'm like, we fuck around and end up in fucking North Carolina, South Carolina, fucking Colorado or something. Cause I mean, where the fuck else? Where the hell?
I'll move back to the crib, man. Find me a nice little subdivision somewhere down there in Detroit.
Subdivision.
Gated.
Okay, yeah. I mean, you can go towards like West Bloomfield.
Yeah.
Or something like that. Yeah.
Down that way.
Yeah.
Stay out the way. And call it a day,
man. Did y'all hear that sneak peek of Coi Leray's new song?
I did not.
She did a sample. Fucking, I believe it's Curtis Blow sample.
Curtis Blow.
Blow.
Well, this is getting more and more random by the minute.
I gotta find
First of all, when you brought up Coi Leray, I didn't think that's where you was going with it since she got a fire new song.
It's actually good. It's actually really good.
Curtis Blow sample.
I'm gonna find it and send it to y'all. But hopefully it's her next single because I think like that could really really take her there, cause it's good, but it's kind of like on the poppy side a little bit. So
Mhm.
like I could hear it playing in like
You need
the
one of
stores
those.
and shit. It's not like super
Oh, so it's
hardcore,
Mazar shit.
huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mazar. I hate that fucking store, man. The fucking lines
Dude,
be long as shit, 2 hours long, and to buy a fucking $10 shirt.
Zara. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. Also, Caesar from Black Ink is now bodybuilding.
Yeah, I seen that. He took second place. His old flat-footed ass is out there buff like a motherfucker, boy. Like, oiled up.
I
Nigga
said,
doing reps before he get out there and pose. I said, all right, Caesar.
who the fuck is that?
Y'all see Drake and 21 Savage is being sued by
By
Vogue.
Vogue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vogue
Yeah.
ain't
Hey,
playing
when
with
did we
y'all.
talk about the album?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, we
yeah.
gotta talk about that. I forgot. That
All
fast.
right, Destiny. I give you some credit. Um, after further review, uh, I started going back to it a little bit more and more and more. And no, I like it. I think it's a solid effort for sure. I see they on pace to do. I think it's 390 the first week.
It's crazy to hear.
Yeah, 390, and yeah, I think it's a solid effort. I could have did without the disses. The Megan diss. I know a lot of people keeps talking about it's wordplay, blah 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 blah.
Fuck that.
Man, you know what was going on when you
Yeah.
and what people was gonna run with.
That was an easy layup for you, nigga.
Yeah, like come on. And yeah, man, that and the Serena husband thing. I mean, yeah, I think
Too much.
yeah, he went a little far, but other than that, I think it's cool.
I thoroughly enjoyed it. Um, he got to relax on Meg Talk because just stay away from the topic. Like it did nothing. It did not enhance the song in any kind of way.
No,
You
I didn't.
absolutely could have left that shit out. It was not a bar. It really wasn't. You could have left the shit out. Um, but mm, I guess he gets a pass for now. But chill, bro, because I'm definitely going to the concert when it.
Yeah.
They about to go on tour. Listen, next summer, oh man, Beyonce about to be on world tour. These niggas is about to be on tour. I just, my pockets, my pockets.
Yeah, but yeah, shout out to 21 Savage though. I mean, I think it's a good look for him. Um, I mean, it's a good look for Drake too. Like Drake know what he doing. Drake know exactly what he
Mm-hmm.
doing.
He do.
But yeah, I mean, it's a solid project. Go ahead, B.
Oh boy.
Come on, B.
I mean the shit straight. I appreciate 21 Savage. He's growing as an artist.
Yeah, definitely.
I appreciate Drake rapping. He had to rap. Would love to hear a little bit more from him. Definitely didn't appreciate these expiring ass jabs. You know what I'm saying? Like we definitely could have kept that out of it and just kept it about the music. Because even with that groupie shit, like people start pulling up pictures of him with these
Yeah,
athletes and he hugging them and looking all dreamy eyed. It's like, dog, you got to remember the internet is undefeated. So when you go out there and you just say some shit out the way, then you know they're gonna come after you. But I appreciate it though. You know what I'm saying? Like it's definitely a solid album for what it is. And 21 Savage, he's becoming a dope artist. Like, I really appreciate his growth. I think that's the unsung hero in this project is him.
Yeah, the song he got that's just him, the solo song or whatever. No, that's real dope. That's one of my favorites on the
what is it called? This is 3 a.m. on Glenwood.
Yeah.
Definitely ain't trying to be seen on down that motherfucker at 3 a.m. I'll tell you
that. Yeah, so I mean, yeah, it's solid, and I seen people been coming at Drake hard. I seen them talking about his son look like Ice Spice, all types of shit.
You gotta be careful, man. You gotta tread lightly.
Open that door if you want to, boy.
Yeah.
Also, I just sent y'all that song too. We can listen to it later. This whole Hazel E situation, all over the place.
Please
so apparently,
explain.
Huh?
I said, please explain.
She's apparently filing for divorce. And she is saying that she was being abused during her marriage. She's been posting a lot of text threads and DM threads from him, and like she posted a video the other day, like from the Ring camera at home or whatever. I guess this is while she was in Turkey getting some other cosmetic surgery or whatever. He was at home, and I guess he was mad about something. And he was kind of rough with the little baby. I mean, he didn't like slap her or nothing, but you could tell he was bothered by something, the way he was kind of handling her. But he didn't like punch her or cause physical harm that I saw in the video. But apparently she also showed a picture of the baby, and it looked like she had a bruise on her face, basically. So she showed that video and the picture to try and, like, I guess, correlate or insinuate that he hit the baby or whatever. But long story short, she's filing for divorce. She says that he's abusive, and he's pretty aggressive in these text messages that she's showing too. So, I pray that she gets out of that safely and quickly and can move on with her life, because motherfuckers is out here wilding.
These motherfuckers putting their hands on people.
It's crazy.
It's
too wild. It's real wild in the field. Lord. I mean, that's pretty much the gist of the fuckery this week.
Yeah, where we at? Playlist.
Yeah, we got
playlist. Yes.
Shit, I'll go first. I ain't went first in a while. I'm pretty sure you motherfuckers are still scrambling. Right. So first record is definitely a classic for me. I'm pretty sure it's a classic down here in Atlanta. What it is, Gorilla Zoe featuring Rick Ross. Next record, I don't know. I'm pretty sure me or B can probably put this on the playlist before, but here it is. Investment Strategy featuring Currency. Not featuring Currency, but Currency record featuring Cruz. And last record with everything that's going on right now, Mind Power by James Brown. It's my 3 records.
All right, Destiny, you got yours?
Nope.
This motherfucker
still. Let's see. I just shared one.
I got mine.
Go ahead.
All right, so I'm putting this back on the playlist. B, you listed it a couple weeks ago, but it's a new month, so playlist been cleared out. But I've had that Absol Do Better on repeat.
Shit hard.
Yeah, and I finally just watched the video for it yesterday. And I'm like, man, the video made it even more.
See, I haven't watched the video yet. I need to pull it up.
Yeah, video is dope. Man, you could tell that I feel like during his time off or whatever, he done been through something.
I heard he was going through addiction, man. Like I heard he relapsed. That's what someone told me.
Hey, and watching the video, even though it ain't much to it really, but you can tell it's some pain there for sure. And I'm like, man, this might be his best project, his best project ever, like so
I mean,
far.
they have been hitting that, like Soul got some shit, you know what I'm saying? But you know, with everything of the pandemic and then Kendrick leaving, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's now it's like the spotlight is really on that core rock,
Mm-hmm.
Q, and Ab, especially Ab, because people love Ab. So to see him come out with that record is definitely a strong record, and I'm looking forward to seeing what else he got. But
Yep. And the one before that is pretty strong too.
yeah.
Forgot what it's called. But yeah, so that Do Better. One of the records I like off of the Drake and 21 Savage project, Privileged Rappers. And the last one is this rapper from Dallas that put out a project. His name is Raw Elements, and the song is called All Day. Dope. He just put out a dope project.
Woo! All right, I'm finally ready. 2 Chainz, Dope Peddler, one of my favorite songs from that album from 2012. I'm like, geez, that was a long ass time ago. Victoria Monet called Dive, and then Treacherous Twins, Drake and 21 Savage.
Okay.
That's all I got.
All right.
Well, make sure you guys subscribe to the podcast. Please subscribe, comment, leave reviews, follow us, watch us on BTSN.
Is Behind the Scenes Network, is it?
Has it launched? No. We're still fixing the channel, but we're almost there.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah, make sure I get the playlist. It's on Tidal, Apple Music, and Spotify.
Sounds like a plan, Stan. Well, see y'all next week, and then the week after is Thanksgiving week. So, not sure if y'all will hear from us that week. Might be the week after, but I'm sure there'll be plenty of drunk Thanksgiving stories. I can't wait to tell you those.
Oh yeah, man. Because them stories last year was good as hell. No motherfucking auntie, boy. That I am gonna be looking forward to hearing.
He's coming. He is gonna be in the motherfucking house, okay?
Right. All right, y'all.
Okay.
All right, peace, man.